How are you all doing? How is your family? And mostly, how is your pet? All are doing well? Yes, my dear children. I'm asking about pet. Yes, all of you are having pet in your home or not? Yes, mostly all of us are having a lovable pet in our home. Isn't it? Okay, I am also having a pet in my home. Do you want to meet my pet? Yes, all of you are interested to meet my pet? Yes, let me introduce my pet, Aldo. Yes, isn't he cute? He is my pet and his name is Aldo. And my dear kiddos, I am really very fond of my Aldo. You know why? You know why I am very fond of Aldo? Because I don't need to do anything special for him. Yes, he never ask a share of anything of mine. He never ask any share of mine. Neither in my food, nor in my juices, nor in my water. Nothing. He will never ask a share. Yes, and my dear children, he will never disturb me. Yes, he will never disturb me. Either I am meditating or I am playing, he will never come to me or disturb me. Even while I am doing yoga, yes, while I am breathe in and breathe out, he will never come and disturb me. Yes, he will never come and disturb me. And most important thing, my dear kiddos, there is no need of taking him out for potty. Yes. I don't need to take him out for potty. That is the most important thing for me. And that's why, my dear kiddos, I am very fond of my Aldo. I am very fond of my Aldo. He will never disturb me. He will never ask any share of my food, clothes, anything. Yes, simply he will stay at his place and remains happy and becomes a good listener also. So, I love my Aldo. Yes, strange, na? Strange. I know what you are thinking. A dead toy is my pet. Why? A toy can't be a pet to us. Yeah? You all are having some toys at your home. They are pet to us. Isn't it, girls? Yes or no? You all love playing with your Barbies or not, girls? I love playing with Barbies. You love playing with Barbies or not? Yes, it's a toy. They are dead. They are dead. They are toys. And how can I forget boys? And they're fond for racing car. They're fond for the racing car. They're fond for their bikes. Yes, how can I forget that? They are pet to us. What matters? Even though they are dead, they are non-living. Yes, they are dead. They are non-living. Yes, but they are pet to us. We love them. We love playing with Barbies. We love playing with toys. Yes, so but the thing is that they are dead. Yes, we always think that living things can be pet. That is not the correct way of thinking. Non-living things can also be pet. Living, non-living. Yes, you are getting puzzled. Yes, to solve that puzzle, me Subhashini here to take you into the world of living or non-living. Yes. Today we are going to discuss about dead and alive, living or non-living world of science. Yes, guys, yes, my dear children, I am welcoming you to the living and non-living world of science. Yes, so let's start with the living and non-living world. But, before entering into the chapter, let's play a small game. Are you all interested to play the game? I am very much interested to play the games. Are you all interested? So all of you are going to join me. Yes? So let's begin the living or non-living game. Yes, can you see the board, children? Yes. Can you see the board here? And the pictures, the small pictures I have drawn here. You see, I have drawn a small cute red bird there. Yes, and below it a car. Yes, and a tree, book, and cat. Yes, your pet cat, your pet dog. So these are the pictures I have drawn here. Okay, So the thing is that I have mentioned here some columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have asked some question over there. The first question is, does it move by itself? Yes. Does it grow and change by itself? Does it need air? Does it need food and water? Does it make more of itself? These are some questions. We need to discuss about the things that I have drawn here. Yes, kiddos, we need to answer the questions for these things which I have drawn here, my dear kiddos. Yes? First thing, let's see this beautiful red bird. Yes, let's see this beautiful red bird. The first question for the bird. Yes, the first question for the bird. Does it move by itself? Does birds move or not? Obvious answer, yes. Birds move, fly in the sky. Does it grow and change? Of course. Of course, birds hatches from the egg and grow big in size. Yes or no? Birds can grow. Birds can increase in size. Yes, the answer is yes. The third question I asked is, does the bird needs air? Yes, my dear children, they need air as we need oxygen. We need air to breathe and survive. Birds also need air. Obvious answer, yes. Does it need food and water? Does bird requires food or water or not? Yes, birds also requires food and water. Yes or no? Birds also require food. They eat small insects, some grains. They eat the food. They also drink the water. Ooh, birds. So what will be the answer? Yes, birds need food and water. The last question. Does it make more of itself? What is make more of itself? Reproduce. Does birds reproduce? Reproduce. Yes, what is reproduce? What is reproduction? What is reproduce? Giving birth to young ones. Yes, cat will give birth to kittens. Dog will give birth to puppies. Giving birth. Making of the same kind. That is reproduce. Giving birth to small young ones. That is called as your reproduction. Means making more of itself. Making more dogs. Making more cats. So do birds reproduce or not? Do birds make more of itself or not? Answer. Yes, obviously it's yes. So plants, so your birds can move by itself. Birds needs air. Bird needs food and water. Birds can grow and change in size. And birds also reproduce. So all the answer you see here is yes, 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 yes. Yes. Now, the next thing which I have drawn here. What is the next? A small car. Yes, a small car I have drawn here. Yes. Does it move by itself? Does it? It's the thing is that when you drive the car, it will move. But it will not move by own. Isn't it? Car will move by itself. Is it a magical car? No, my dear kiddos. We need to drive the car, then it will move from one place to another place. It can't move by its own. So no. Answer is no. It can't move by itself. Yes. What's the second question? Does it grow and change? Have you ever seen a car growing in size? Yes. Have you ever seen a car growing small to big in size? Obviously no. I have never seen. Have you ever seen? No. Car never grow in size. Does it need air? Car needs air? No, my dear children, car doesn't require air. It requires petrol. It requires diesel or CNG gas it requires, but no air for the survival because it's dead. So there is no need of air for the car. Yes. Next, does it need food and water? Obviously no. It doesn't require your chocolate chips, biscuits, rice, dal, parathas. It doesn't require it. Which one? Your car. It doesn't require it. Does it makes more of itself? Does car reproduces? Have you ever seen a car giving birth to small more cars? No, impossible. So the answer is no. So car cannot move by itself. Car cannot grow and change. Car doesn't require air, food and water. And car doesn't make more by itself. Car doesn't reproduce. The answer is N. Oh no, a big no for car. Yes? Now, another tree. Yes. So the next thing which I have drawn here is a beautiful tree. Green color tree. Yes. Let's ask the same question to the tree. Yes. Does it move by itself? Does it move? Does the tree moves? No. Trees actually, they does not move from one place to another place. They remain stationary. They remain fixed at some place. They remain fixed at one place. Yes, they don't move like we people. But they shows movement. Yes, plants are fixed to a particular position, dear kiddos. They can't walk. They can't run. They can't dance. But they shows the movement. How I will let you know in the later part of the class. Yes, how the trees move, I will let you know. But you have to wait and be patient. Yes, so the first, but does it move by itself? Yes, because plants also shows movement. How it shows the movement, I will let you know. Yes, then wait up to that. Next, does it grow and change? Obviously, yes. You have seen now small seeds. From that small seed, small baby plants come. From that baby plants, it grows into a plant. And from plant to a big huge tree. And the tree becomes old. So definitely, it grows and changes in size. From a small baby plant, it turns into a huge tree. Yes. So it grows and changes. Which one? Tree. Yes, tree can grow. Tree can change in size. Yes. Now, does it need air? Tree requires air. Yes, tree requires air, my dear children. How? I will let you know. Trees also, plants also breathe like us. Yes, what is breathing? I have taken in the oxygen. I have given out the carbon dioxide. Inhaling, taking in of the air and giving out of the air is called as breathing. Yes. Plants also needs air and plants also breathe like animals. Yes. Now let's move on to the next question. Does it need food and water? Yes. Plants also requires food and water to grow in size. Yes. And does it make more of itself? Does plants reproduces? Does plants produces their baby ones? Yes. The answer is yes. Plants also reproduces. Plants also give birth to their young ones. Plants makes more of itself. So, what is the answer for all these questions in case of trees? A big yes. YES. Trees can move, trees can breathe, trees requires food and water, trees requires air, trees also produce more of their kind. Yes? And books. Books can move? No. Books can breathe? No. Yes. Books needs food, water, air? No. Yes. Book automatically produces its more kind? No. Not at all. A big no for books also. Cat. Our pet. Here comes our pet cat. And for cat, the answer for all these questions is a big yes. Yes. Cats move. Yes or no? Dogs move. Cow moves. Elephant moves. They all moves here and there. They move. Yes, the answer is yes. Cats move. Cats require food. Cat requires your water. Your animals requires air. Animals also grow in size, isn't it? And animals also produces more of their kind. I told you, cat give birth to young ones. Cat produces kitten. Dog produces puppies. Cow produces calf. Yes or no? So these are the things we need to discuss in today's class, my dear kiddos. That means, what is the conclusion from this game we got? What is the conclusion? Yes? Your bird, where the answer is yes, it is a living thing. Yes, Tree, where the answer for all these questions is yes, it's a living thing. Yes, where the cat, where the answer is yes for cat, it's a living thing. But when the answer is N or no, for your car, for your books, for your pen, your pencil, table, chair, furniture, fan, when the answer is a big no, that is dead, that is non-living. When the answer for all these questions is N or no, then it is considered as non-living thing. Yes, when anything which cannot move, yes, which doesn't require food, which doesn't require water, which doesn't require air, yes, which doesn't grow in size, which doesn't move, yes, and which does not produce more of itself. Such things are called non-living things, my dear kiddos. They are dead. They are non-living. Yes, but when the answer for all these questions is a yes, just like birds, trees, cats, dogs, elephant, lion, human beings, we human beings, small babies, is a big yes, then they are considered as living things. Yes, they are alive. I am alive. I am a living thing. The cat is alive. Cat is a living thing. Yes, so they are all living things. When a thing can move from one place to another, yes, when a thing requires food, when a thing requires water, when a thing requires air to live, to survive, yes, when a thing produces more of itself, yes, then such things are called living things. Understood, my dear kiddos? Yes, the things which cannot move, the things which cannot breathe, the things which cannot eat food, the things which doesn't require water, the things which doesn't require air, the things which doesn't reproduce, which doesn't give birth to young ones, the things which doesn't grow inside. Such things are called what? Such things are called non-living things, my dear kiddos. Such things are called non-living things. But, when a thing can move from one place to another, when a thing requires food, water and air to survive, yes, and when a thing produces more of itself, such things are called living things. They are alive, they can speak, they can talk, they can move, they can eat. Yes, such things are called living things. Understood? What are living things? What are non-living things? You have seen number of things around you. Yes, number of things. Some of them are living, some of them are non-living. Go and see, your mother is cooking there on the gas. Something special. Your mother is a living thing. Yes, go and see in your garden, the plants. The plants are living things. Yes, and go and play inside your playroom. Number of toys are there. They are all non-living things. Your books, non-living things. Your pen, pencil, compass box, your school bags, bottle, tiffin box, all these are non-living because they cannot move. Yes, fan, they cannot move. Unless or until we need to provide an extra push. Yes, if I go and switch on the fan, then only the fan will move. It cannot move by self. Yes, suppose this is a chair. Suppose this is a chair. Will it move from one place to another place without touching? I am not going to touch the chair. Will it move from one place to another place by its own? No. Does it require food and water? No. Does it require air? No. Does it produce more of its own kind? No. When I gave an external force, it moves from one place to another place. When I switch on the fan runs. Yes, but they can't do it by self. So these are all non-living things. And living things, trees, birds, animals, human beings are all living things. They breathe air, they take food, they can speak, they can move, they can grow in size. Yes, they can reproduce, they give birth to young ones. Such things are called living things. So let's discuss more about living and non-living things. Yes? So kiddos, let's discuss more about living and non-living. Yes, and I told you that non-living things cannot move, non-living things cannot breathe, non-living things doesn't require food, doesn't require water, they can't reproduce. And these non-living things are of two types, my dear kiddos. Yes, how many types of non-living things are there? Two types. Yes, you might be wondering now, ma'am, moon is there, so beautiful. It also doesn't require food. It also doesn't require air. It doesn't move. It doesn't walk. It doesn't talk. Yes. So what is the difference between chair and a moon? What is the difference between chair and the sky? What is the difference between a book and your stars? I will tell you. These are all non-living things. No doubt these stars, moon, sun, table, chair, books, fan, all these are non-living things. But we divided these non-living things into two categories. Yes? How many types we divided the non-living things, dear kiddos? Two. Yes? We divided the non-living things into two types. How many types? Two types. How many types of non-living things are there? Two types of non-living things are there. The first one is your man-made non-living things. Can you see, my dear kiddos? Man-made non-living things. Yes, man-made non-living things and natural non-living things. So we divided to make you easy for my dear kiddos. We divided the non-living things into two types. First one, man-made non-living things. Yes, the second one, natural non-living things. What are the two types of non-living things? Man-made non-living things and natural non-living things. What are man-made non-living things? That are made by man. We only made. Toys, your pencil, your books, eraser, all these are made by man only in factories. Yes or no? So they are non-living things. The things which are prepared by man. Yes, the things which are prepared by man are non-living things, are man-made non-living things. Your books, your paper, your pen, they are all prepared by, they are all made by man. They are made by human beings. We made them. We made your pencil to write. We made your books to write on. Yes, we made your toys to play. We human beings made. We man-made. So such type of non-living things are called man-made non-living things. But you and me didn't make the sun. You and me didn't make the moon, stars, sky, clouds. They are not made man-made. They are natural objects. So such natural objects are also non-living and they are called as natural non-living things, my dear kiddos. Yes, so sun, your moon, your stars, your sky, the heavenly bodies, all are natural non-living things. Yes, understood now? How many type of non-living things are there, my dear kiddos? Two types of non-living things are there, my dear kiddos. What are they? What are the two types of non-living things? First one is your man-made non-living things. That is made by man. We only made fan, table, chair, dining table, sofa, bed, door, windows. Man only made. So they are man-made non-living things. And the natural objects that appears in our nature. Sun, moon, your planets. All these are nature, natural objects. And they are called natural non-living object or natural non-living things. Yes, two types of non-living things. Man-made non-living things that are made by man and natural non-living things that are naturally appearing in our earth. Yes. So these are the two types of non-living things. Now let's go deep inside the difference between a living thing and a non-living thing. Let us make difference. What is the main difference between a living thing and a non-living thing? We already have a brief idea that living things can move, breathe, they eat food, they require shelter, they require call. But non-living things does not require all these things. So let's make a quick discussion over the difference between the living and the non-living things. The first, special features. Let's discuss the features of living and non-living things. What are the characteristics of living and non-living things? The features of living things and non-living things. Let us differentiate between the living and the non-living things. First one, living things. I have just made the table to make you clear understand. Living things, the green, I have written living things with the green marker, and below with the red marker, I have written the non-living things so that you can easily understand. Yes, living things denoted with green marker, non-living things denoted with red marker. So the first characters, the first characteristic features, let's take breathing. And we have discussed non-living things cannot breathe and living things can breathe. So let's first discuss about living things. And what is the first characters we are going to discuss? Breathing. Yes, all animal beings, all human beings, all plants on this earth breathe. Yes, they are living. They requires air. They requires oxygen. They requires carbon dioxide for their survival on this earth. Or else we will become dead. If there is no air, if there is no oxygen, how can we breathe? We cannot breathe. We will become dead. We will become non-living thing at that time. Yes? So first, breathing. What is the first characteristic we need to discuss? Breathing. What is the first characteristic we need to discuss? Breathing. Let's see. What about in case of living things and what in case of your non-living things? Breathing. All animals breathe. Human beings breathe. Plants breathe. We human beings, we animals, yes, we human beings, all the animals, cow, dogs, cheetah, monkey, birds, all take in oxygen. Oxygen is a gas which is present in the air. We take in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Yes, all the animals on this earth, they take in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. All the animals and human beings, they take in oxygen through nose. Through which we take the air, we take the oxygen through nose. We take in oxygen through our nose and gives out and breathe out carbon dioxide through our nose. We require nose, we require lungs. Yes, we require nose, we require lungs to breathe in. We require a mouth to breathe in. Yes, so human beings, remember my dear kiddos, we human beings, babies, girls, boys, every human beings, every animals on this earth, they breathe in oxygen. They breathe in oxygen and they gives out carbon dioxide. They gives out carbon dioxide. Yes, all the animals and human beings breathe in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide for their survival. But what about plants? They don't have a nose. They don't have lungs. They are just fixed in a position. Then how do they breathe? How do they breathe? They also breathe. I told you plants are living things and they also breathe. But what do they breathe? How do they breathe? They breathe carbon dioxide. Don't mistake, my dear children. They breathe in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. Yes, it's a different in case of plants. We take in what I told? Oxygen. We human beings, we animals take in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. But plants, they take in carbon dioxide, reverse. Total opposite. Yes, they take in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. Yes, but where are their nose? You will ask me, where are the nose, ma'am, in plant? Have you seen the leaves? Yes, have you seen the leaves of the plant? Yes, I have some leaves here. See. So this is the leaf of the plant. And plants breathe through stomata. Yes, plants breathe through stomata. S-T-O-M-A-T-A. What is the nose of your plants? Stomata. And where is stomata present? Stomata are present inside the leaves. It's not visible to us. When you will take a microscope or a magnifying lens, then only you can see the stomata. How is the stomata? We have holes here. Yes, in the same way, stomata has got small pores that is not visible to our eyes. They have got small pores on the leaves, and that pores are called stomata, and through that stomata, the plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. Yes, my dear kiddos, I hope you understood. Plants breathe out what? What is plants breathe in first? Okay. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide. Once again, plants breathe in carbon dioxide. Plants breathe out oxygen. What is the nose of the plants? Stomata. Yes. What is the nose of the plant? What is the through which they breathe? Stomata. Yes. Plants breathe through stomata. Plants breathe through stomata. Where are stomata present? I showed you. Stomata are the small holes. Stomata are the small holes or pores which are present on the leaves that we can't see in an open eye. We need a microscope to see. Yes, so plants breathe through stomata, which are small holes or small pores which are present on the leaves, and they breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. But human beings and animals and birds and your aquatic animals, water, fishes, they breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. We breathe through nose. We require lungs. Yes, inside our body, inside our chest, lungs are there. That takes the oxygen inside our body. So we breathe in through nose. We require lungs to breathe in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Fishes, how do they breathe? Have you seen the nose of fishes? I didn't see the nose. Fishes which lives in water, they breathe in through their gills. Have you ever seen your mother cutting fish? At that time you can observe the gills. They are red in color. Fishes breathe through gills. Plants breathe through stomata. Human beings breathe through nose and lungs. And sometimes your frog. Yes, frogs has also got lungs and they also breathe through moist skin. Through skin also they breathe. Understood? So all living things breathe. Plants breathe through stomata. Stomata present on the leaves of the plant. Human beings and animals breathe through nose and lungs. Yes. Your fishes breathe through gills. Yes. And frogs, they require the skin, moist skins to breathe. But have you seen a non-living thing breathing? Have you seen your books breathe in and breathe out? No. Exactly not. Yes. So your pen, your eraser, your book, your table, fan, doors, windows, they never breathe in and breathe out. So that's why we are calling them as non-living things. That's why we are calling them as the dead. Yes. So we are clear about breathing. Living things can breathe, non-living things cannot breathe. Yes. Now the next characteristic, life cycle. So what is in case of life cycle of living things and what is in case of life cycle of non-living things? Non-living things we know they don't have a life cycle. Yes, but living things. Let's move on to living things first. Let's discuss the next characteristic features, life cycle. Yes, life cycle. The next characteristic feature is life cycles. So first let's see living things. Of course, we have a life cycle. Animals have a life cycle. Yeah, when you were a baby, you were this much of size. When you were small, tiny, months baby, you were so tiny and small in size. Now that you have become a kid, you have become a child, you have grown up, you have grown in size. Huh? Yes or no? So, from a baby, you become a child, from child to a boy. You will again change from a boy to a young man, and from a young man to an adult man, and from an adult man to an old man. This is the life cycle of human beings. Same with the girls. A baby girl to a child, from a child to a young girl, a teenage girl, from a teenage girl to a young girl to a, adult woman, from an adult woman to an old woman. This is the life cycle of human beings. Yes, we grow in size or not? Yes, we were a baby. I was a small baby when I was in months. Yes, then I grow to become a child. Then I come to a stage of teenage, then to a young girl, now become an adult woman. And finally one day will come, I will become old. So this is the life cycle of human beings. Same with your cat. Yes, cat, a small puppy is there. Puppy will become a cat. Puppy will become a dog. Yes, puppy will become a dog and finally an old dog. Yes, your kitten will become a cat. Yes, and cat will finally get old. Same with plants also. Seeds germinate. Yes, seeds will grow and become a baby plant. Baby plant to a young plant to a big tree, and finally tree to a old tree. And finally a time will come, everyone has to die. Yes or no? So this is what the life cycle of living things. Living things undergo the life cycle. But, have you seen your pencil growing in size inside your compass box? Yes, you have kept some pencil, eraser or pen inside your compass box. After 1 month, have you ever seen them increasing in size or growing in size? Not at all. How come it's possible? They are non-living, they are dead. So living things only have life cycle. Yes, they grow in size, they change from baby to kids to child to young to old and finally dead. Same with the plants change from seed to baby plant to a big plant to a tree to a huge tree and finally a old tree, and a day will come it will dead. Yes, so this is the life cycle of living things. Means living things undergo the process of life cycle. But non-living things cannot. They are dead. They can't. Yes, I have never seen a fan wings growing in size. Yes, so they are non-living things. They don't have They don't have the life cycle. So we are clear about breathing. We are clear about life cycle. Now let's move on to the next characteristics. Feel and response. Yes, it's a very interesting characteristic. Let's see. How do living things feel and respond, and what about non-living things? Feel and response. We respond or no? We feel. You have feelings or no? You feel a response to to the change in environment. Whenever you feel cold, you put on a sweater or a coat or a jacket. Whenever you feel very hot, you switch on the fans and ACs. We show response to the environment. Yes or no? We show response to the environment. Yes, with the help of our sense organs. We have got 5 interesting sense organs. Eyes, ear, nose, mouth, tongue, skin. All these are sense organs of our body, and they respond to the change in environment. Yes or no? We feel cold. Yes, when there is a change when the winter season comes, we feel cold. We put on the sweater. When summer season comes, we feel very hot, terribly hot. We switch on the cooler, ACs and fans. We drink lots of juices, isn't it? We show response to the environment. Yes or no? Animals also shows response to the environment. Yes, whenever there is shortage of food or whenever there is extremely cold in cold places, in Arctic, in your Antarctic places where everywhere there is snow, ice, the birds there, the animals there. Yes, the birds, they show response and they move from that place to another place. Yes, a number of birds, a number of animals migrate. Migrate means moving from one place to another place. Number of birds, animals, they unable to tolerate the temperature, unable to tolerate the climatic conditions, and they they move from one place to another place. Yes, they move from one place to another. They also show response. Yes, whenever you are going to hit a dog with a rock or a stone, it runs away or not? It shows response. Yes or no? So all the living things shows response. Whenever you are going to kitchen and your mom is preparing delicious Maggi for you, and you are not going to wait anymore. Without knowing your mother, you are going to touch the utensil in which Maggi is there. What happens? Suddenly you remove your hand or not? When touching a hot object, you suddenly removes your hand or not? You shows response. Your skin shows response. You respond to the heat. Your skin respond to the heat. You suddenly removes your hand when you touch a hot object. Yes, our skin shows response. Yes, your tongue shows response. You can easily taste the sweetness. You can detect the sweetness of chocolates. You can detect the sourness of bitter gourd. Yes, your tongue can detect the salty taste. Your tongue can detect the sweetness taste. Your tongue is there. We sense. We feel. We response. We response to delicious biryani. Our smell, the smell of biryani goes into our nose. We response to it. Yes or no? When everywhere there is a nice aroma is there. Yes, our smell shows response. We smell it, we feel it, we enjoy it. So we shows response. So through our sense organs we shows response. Yes, I told you animals and birds also respond to the change in climatic condition. They also migrate from one place to another place. Plants also shows response. Yes, plants also shows response. You have seen plants, they shed their leaves. They shed their leaves during your autumn season, and they bear rows of flower during your spring season. That is response. They respond to the climate. During autumn season, all the leaves of the plant shed off, falls from the tree. And during spring season, new flowers blooms. That is the response to environment. Sunflower. That's yellow sunflower. The sunflower shows response to the sun. It moves in the direction of the sun. Wherever the sun moves, the sunflower also moves in that direction. So it shows response. But have you ever seen response shown by your computer? Yes. Have you ever seen clothes crying? Have you ever seen your books crying? No. Have you ever seen your utensils crying when we wash them? Have you ever seen your clothes sopping and crying when we wash them? No, not at all. They don't have sense organs. They don't feel. They are dead. They are non-living things. That means we are clear that living things shows response to the environment, but non-living things, they don't show any kind of response. Yes. Next, move on to food and water. We all living things requires food and water. Yes. We human beings and animals depends on plants for food, because plants only prepare their own food, that too by the process called photosynthesis. We don't prepare food. We only take food from plants, cook them at home and eat for our survival. But we don't have that ability to prepare your own food. We don't have ability to produce apples. We don't have an ability to produce vegetables or rice or wheat. Plant has that ability. We animals and human beings only depends on plants for food. Because plants only prepare food, and that too by a process called photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? You must be wondering, what is photosynthesis? Actually, it's a process where the leaves of the plant, listen to me very carefully, my dear children. So, photosynthesis is a process where the leaves of the plant prepare the food. Yes, the leaves of the plant prepare the food by taking your sun Yes, by taking the light energy, by taking carbon dioxide from the air, and by taking water and minerals from the soil. Yes, they requires light. The plants requires light. Plants requires carbon dioxide. Plant requires your oxygen. Yes, plants require carbon dioxide, and your plants requires water and minerals for preparing the food. Yes or no? And that process is called photosynthesis, my dear children. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the preparation of food by the plants by using sunlight, water and minerals, and carbon dioxide to prepare the food. And we take the food from the plants, animals take the food for plants, and plants itself can use its own food. What is that process called? Photosynthesis. Where does it take place? Where does it take place? Leaves. Understood? You will ask me one question. Ma'am, how will they take the carbon dioxide? How will they take the air? Stomata. I told you leaves has got small pores. That is called stomata. Yes. Plants takes the carbon dioxide from the air through the stomata. Plants takes the sunlight and a pigment is present that is called chloroplast is there inside the leaf. And where your food production takes place, that is called photosynthesis. So we all depends on food. We all depends on plants for food, and food is the ultimate necessity for the survival of animals on this earth. Everyone depends on food for their survival. Yes, so all living things requires food and water for their survival. But have you ever seen your computer, your laptop, your TV asking you for food? Yes, Rohan, give me some food. Have you ever seen your computer asking like that? Yes, Neha, give me some food. Have you seen ever your laptop asking food for? No, they are dead. They are non-living thing. They don't require food and water. Yes, so the next characteristic also we are clear. Now let's move on to the last characteristic, that is movement. Of course, living things shows movement. Yes, your animals, we human beings, we move from one place to another food in search of food, in search of water, in search of shelter. We move. We can easily move. We can easily dance. Yes or no? We can easily move. Animals can dance. We can move. Yes, and the animals move to protect themselves from animals, from their enemies. Yes or no? Yes, the deer runs away when seeing the lion. Yes or no? It shows movement. Yes, to protect from the enemies in search of food, in search of shelter, animals and human beings shows the movement. Yes or no? We move from one place to another. We play, we dance. Yes or no? We shows the movement. Same way animals shows the movement. Fishes move inside the water. Yes or no? Birds fly in the sky. They all shows movement. But non-living don't. But I told you, I will let you know, even though plants remain fixed, plants is stationary, remains fixed in a particular position, they shows movement. Yes or no? I told you I will clear this thing. Yes or no? Even though plants remain fixed in a particular position, they shows movement. How? How? You have seen the stem, from the baby plant, the stem growing upward towards sun. You have seen roots growing towards the soil. This is the movement. Yes. Yes or no? You have seen the stem growing. You have seen the roots growing downwards. Yes. You have seen the petals, the opening of the petals of a flower. Yes. Yes or no? You have seen the climbers. Yes, the climbers moving around the support. That is movement. Yes. And have you ever seen the touch me not plant? Whenever you are going to touch the leaves of touch me not plant, they will fold their leaves. That is movement. So that means plants also shows the movement even though they are fixed in a particular position. Yes, plants shows movement even though they are fixed in a particular position. Your touch me not plant, they close their leaves when we are going to touch it. Go and test it, my dear kiddos. It's very interesting. They will suddenly fold their leaves. Yes, plants grows their stem towards upwards. The roots grows downwards. The opening of the petals. What are these? These are movement. Sunflower. moving in the direction of the sun. These are all movements. So living things shows movement. We shows movement. Animal shows movement. Yes, but have you ever seen your school bag coming towards you? Not exactly. I have never seen my Aldo, my pet, coming near me. No, I have never seen. I have to go near my Aldo. Yes, so they don't move. This table, your table, chair, all these things do not move. Yes, until and unless I give an external pressure, external force. They don't move. Unless and until I am switching on the fan will not move. So all non-living things will not move. Only living things can move. I hope, my dear kiddos, you came to know about what is the living world and what is the non-living world. Let's have a quick summarize over the living and non-living things. Living things can move. Living things can breathe. Yes, living things move. Living things can breathe. Living things can dance. Living things can walk. Living things can talk. Yes, living things breathe. Living things requires food. Living things require water. Living things require air. Yes or no? So when such things are observed in a thing, they are called living. But Hope, my dear kiddos, you enjoyed the class. Yes, now you go and rock the living and non-living world with your toys, books and pen and pencils. Meet you soon.